And I think Shane, he's had success with a number of different quarterbacks and kind of fitting offenses to their skill sets. So to me, that was interesting.
Daniel Jones is lighting the league up.
Right off the gate, this is a great fit.
You can ride all day long, but you'll never catch Mr. Jones. He's got a game that's far too strong.
27-yard, beautifully placed pass by Daniel Jones.
We had some studs on this football team. One of those guys is Jonathan Taylor.
I think it's rare to have a back like him who's as physical and strong as he is, but can also, take his distance and hit the home runs.
Jonathan Taylor, 3 rushing scores today for JT.
Brings great energy to the locker room and brings people together. He's a fun guy to play with.
The Colts
Goes into each game, each week. It's been a good start for us. It's a long road ahead. We're excited. It's been a fun team to be a part of.
This world that we live in loves to knock people down and then build them back up. So I know there's a lot of people that maybe weren't Colts fans or Daniel Jones fans and now are.
Per carry on the offensive side of the ball.
Spell for the next. How cool is that?
I was remembering all the good times we had. Remember when we went to the playoffs? That was so much fun. I want to ask Jackson if he could take us, but I don't want to put too much pressure on him.
Anyway, if you ever want to get together and grab a coffee or Gatorade, maybe play a little quarterback for us, let me know. You sound so desperate.
You sound so desperate.
Come back, Danny Dad!
Hey, desperation will make you do things, right? Yeah, that's satire. We all know that. But somewhere, there's a bunch of New Yorkers losing their minds watching former Giant Daniel Jones and former Jet Sam Darnold start 6-1 this season, all while their home teams are combined 0-6. Is feeling like a Titanic mess in New York right now.
New York, a city so nice. Every week, they lose twice. There'd be the little mistakes, too. The offense, the defense.
Please don't turn it over.
Each one deep to nobody.
It'd be nice if we could win, maybe once. Give us some hope.
Giants are 0-3.
Can't get any worse than what it is right now, right?
To be honest with you, bro, we're not going nowhere. We're a sinking ship.
We haven't even gotten a win. This is just sad. It's embarrassing. Everyone thinks we're a joke.
Nobody can help the Jets.
Be a hard show.
Titanic collapse.
I thought Jets fans liked their sandwiches. It turns out they're just coming for the brown bag.
We New York, we expecting the best. 0-3 is tough. Losing our quarterbacks and Saquons in Philly, that's the worst thing in the world.
I feel like we got the team version of Russell
He was
Wilson.
lost at sea.
The Giants got the young kid coming in now.
Jackson Dart, quarterback. Wow, this is it.
Come on, Giants, give us some hope.
Come on, Giants. I'm broke over here. I need that. I need you guys to win. Coach Glenn says we're not the same old Jets, but we kind of are. It's depressing. Mondays sound so miserable.
I don't know, man.
Trash! The city's dead and nobody's happy.
I know why everyone's complaining. Go Bills.
Taking donations. Bring him back.
It's rough being a New York fan right now, Michael.
It is. It is, Kurt. I don't need this son. Get the son out of here, man. If you were if you look at the other guys, you look at Sam Darnold, you look at Daniel Jones, you look at Aaron Rodgers, you look at Saquon Barkley, they're combined 12-2. So maybe it's New York. Maybe it's not even the players, but I think for Jackson Dart to be thrown into this situation, it's going to be tough. He's going to get the Chargers defense. There are only 2 other defenses in the league. What is the Niners and the Packers have given up less points. So he's going to have a tough go at it today. I don't think they're throw him in there and let him be a savior. I think it's too much pressure on this young kid. Eli had 10 games behind Kurt Warner before he went in. Daniel Jones only had 2 behind Eli before he went in. And we saw the results of that. My biggest thing about New York as a playing there for 15 years is the pressure is so immense. It's unlike other cities. So if this young guy doesn't get off to a good start, which I hope he does, I just hope that the media understands and gives him some leeway because he's going to need it on a team that lacks is lacking in other ways that just not the quarterback.
You wonder if Russ knew, went into the first round of the draft saying, if he's still there in the late teens, we're going to try and trade back in for Jackson Dart. They started making calls about number 20, as TV said, got their guy later on in the first round. Howie, you were just saying, why now? I actually asked people inside the Giants that question when they got the Saints coming up with the right. Said, no, this is the type of kid that Justin wants to be challenged. He wants to be thrown into the fire.
Well, they're going to find out
certainly
pretty quickly. Exactly.
Been a good start for us. Offensively, I think we've done a lot of good things.
I was just going to ask you if your punter's mad at you. He's probably pretty bored, considering the fact that you guys have only punted one time this year.
Yeah, I think Shane was pretty upset about that. That was fun. We're excited. It's been a fun team to be a part of.
Jones throws beautifully placed pass by Daniel Jones.
This guy playing for the Colts. This is Indiana Jones.
How do you feel about your nickname?
I'm okay with it. It's not like I'm not gonna push it myself.
Indiana Jones, that's a cool nickname.
Yeah, he's worse nicknames for sure.
One of your former teammates and friends, Saquon Barkley, said publicly this past week that he is so excited that the rest of the world is now finally getting to see what he's known this entire time about you. What does that mean to you?
Yeah, definitely grateful for his friendship and support over the years. You know, he's had my back. We play a lot together, spend a lot of time on and off the field, and consider him a close friend.
He also pointed out to me that you're actually the life of the party. He said you're the life of the party.
Certain
Is that
parties,
true?
I don't know about that.
Are you the guy on the karaoke machine?
I'm not afraid of karaoke in a certain situation.
What's your karaoke song?
I've been doing some Maroon 5. I think Maroon 5 works. Some Eric Church.
Yeah.
Daniel Jones and the Colts are
Daniel Jones is lighting the league up.
How much more do you appreciate the success knowing where you've come from and the 6 seasons that you spent in New York?
Yeah, I think you certainly learn it's hard to win in the NFL. It takes a lot, and definitely have a lot of appreciation for what goes into each game, each week. Was
there ever a time you wanted to give up?
I think, there's the quick second after a tough loss where you're like, man, this is tough, but never like a lasting consideration for that.
How did you get through the criticism and the negativity over those 6 years?
Well, I never tried to seek it out, but it's there, and you hear it. The people who supported me and have supported me, had my back, I think that's always meant more.
Is football fun again?
Football's fun, yeah. Football's fun, and even when it's not, there's parts of it that are still fun, and I think you got to be grateful for just the opportunity to play. But it's definitely more fun than the win.
I appreciate him taking the time to sit down, but Michael, I heard you guys talk in the earlier segment about, hey, maybe it's New York. Maybe New York is the problem, right? All these guys leave and have had success. With that said, one of those guys is Saquon Barkley, and when I reached out to him and said, hey, tell me a little bit about Daniel Jones, because as you can see, he's quiet, he's humble, he's reserved, he's not going to be overt with a lot of stuff, but Saquon said to me, no one's going to work harder, and no one deserves this more, and for anybody that's out there, sometimes all you need is a fresh start and a second chance.
Yeah, and I think that's what Daniel Jones needed. I spent a lot of time with Daniel Jones in New York, played a lot of golf with Daniel Jones, and this kid always wanted to be better. His golf game is very good, as all quarterbacks' games are, because quarterbacks don't do much during the week. They don't get hit. That's
that's
but
wrong.
TV, just let me have my time. So with Daniel Jones, he always wanted to be better, always wanted to be a better leader. Now, having this chance in Indianapolis is paying off. They're 3-0, first time since 2009, 103 points in the first 3 games. They haven't done that since Johnny Unitas. So Daniel Jones has gone there. He's doing it in the air. He's doing it with his legs. He's running the ball really well, but he's not turning over the ball. That's been a key, but he's not doing it alone. He has Jonathan Taylor in the backfield leading the league in scrimmage yards, rush yards, and yards after contact. So this is an offense that protects him. They open holes for the running game, and that is all that they needed to have success that they've had. And if you notice, I did that whole thing without bringing up his previous team for Daniel Jones. So,
which you're not talking about right now.
I'm talking about Daniel Jones, and he deserves it. This kid is playing really well, and it's good to see.
Yeah, and this Rams team coming off a devastating loss. That's 3 losses in the last year for the Rams versus the Eagles. They were blown protection last year away from advancing in the playoffs, beating Philly and a field goal at the end of the game.
For the last 8 seasons. Back with more after this.